So, happy midnight, everyone. I'm Chantay, aka Shanteezy on Twitter and Instagram, or just simply just Chantay. So I'm here with, a daily analysis today, my after show, which I have, and I'm just going to go over some numbers and also have my little announcement for you folks. So here we are with the coronavirus. I'm only going to focus on the global number, the U.S. case number, and some U.S. numbers per se. So globally, we had 26,208,690 cases of COVID-19, with the global death toll at 867,219. Here in the U.S., we account for a fourth of those cases, so we had 6 million. Well, you could say a fifth of those cases now. A fifth. So we had 6,149,265 cases of COVID, with our fatalities at 186,765. So that's where we are. Now, in the U.S., according to the New York Times COVID map, because the numbers I just read is from the Johns Hopkins website. You go on Johns Hopkins University of Medicine website. It's coronavirus.jhu.edu. That's their COVID map. They have a whole website for COVID and tracing and testing and all of that spiel. According to the New York Times COVID map, which you can subscribe for free, that or the Washington Post for free for COVID map only. California has 725,092, followed by Texas 652,976, Florida 637,005, New York, which was once the epicenter of all this, is now at 441,835. Georgia is at 261,051. Illinois is at 242,690. Arizona is at 203,964. New Jersey is at 194,756. North Carolina is at 172,791. And Tennessee rounds up that top 10 with 155,146. So, of course, we have no national coordinated response. We have still a million people that apply for unemployment. I don't have the exact job numbers. And the economy basically is not going well. And it's not just the stock market. Stock market is not the economy. I know, because I go to school for business. I was a business major in undergrad, and now I'm a business major again in grad school. And I can tell you that right now, stock market is not the economy, folks. Just not. But according to the public health crisis, it has taken a toll on our economy. It has taken a toll on mostly retail, customer service in general, because this country is 60% customer-driven economy. 60%. So people in retail, there's retails that are going bankrupt. Some of them are being bought by companies. Others just going out of business, like GNC, totally going out of business. Macy's, department stores like Macy's and Victoria's Secret, they're all closing their stores. Not all of their stores, but some of their stores. So the situation is dire. A lot of markdowns in stores, situation is dire. There's a lot of food insecurities. Inflation is going up on certain products that is normally cheap. We all know that's a problem. So, and of course, the resident at 1600 Black Lives Matter Avenue don't cease. So in that particular way. So that's where we are in terms of what's going on. And it's not a good situation. But Trumpism versus Biden. So, Trump went to Kenosha, basically promoted law and order. Still touting that law and order, but criticizing people like Kamala Harris for her record, which she has not done that shit for like the 18 fucking million time, but whatever. Biden went to Kenosha today to meet with the Blake family privately, and then had a whole community meeting at a church. And I'm just going to play some of what he said about Jacob Blake and his family. It was really touching, and I really appreciate what he said. So here, some of it is what he has said. Oh, God.
Nice and easy cream. 100% natural looking.
The ad, I'm so sorry.
opportunity to spend some time with Jacob on the phone. He's out of ICU. We spoke for about 15 minutes. His brother and two sisters, his dad, and his mom on the telephone. I've spoken to him a lot before, but we spent time together with my wife. And he talked about how nothing was going to defeat him. How, whether he walked again or not, he was not going to give up. We talked about a psalm in our church, Father, based on 23rd Psalm. And he raised you up on eagle's wings and bear you on the breath of dawn until we help keep you, God, hold you in the palm of his hand. Well, I think, Alderman, what's been unleashed a lot of people is we understand that fear doesn't solve problems. Only hope does. And to give up hope, might as well surrender. There's no real option. And as we talked, I listened to his mom. She was on the phone. She wasn't with Jacob. She was in the same location. And as I said, his dad, his son, his brother, two sisters, and a family lawyer, two family lawyers were there. And what I came away with was the overwhelming sense of resilience and optimism that they have about the kind of response they're getting. His mom talked about, my wife asked to say a prayer, and his mom said a prayer. She said, I'm praying for Jacob, and I'm praying for the policeman as well. I'm praying things change.
So, that's a leader. Versus the disaster warning from Queens inside the people's house on 1600 Pennsylvania. 1600 Black Lives Matter Avenue. This man, Donald Trump, went to Kenosha on Tuesday, did not see the family. His uncle said, I don't want to see that orange man. I don't blame him. Joe Biden, on the other hand, the former vice president who is now the Democrat presidential nominee, whether you like it or not, he is. And he got the baddest chick on his side, which was my first choice for president. Is now doing something that the leader of the free world should be doing. It's meeting with the family going through a tragic time. I don't understand. I try to grasp it around my head. 34 years of my life. We have a leader. This man is making Richard Nixon look like a choir boy. And Richard Nixon was no friend to anyone. He's a crook. Goddamn self. And twisted and sadistic in the head. But the fact is that this goddamn man is the leader of the free world and haven't seen a family, whether they're black or white, of victims. You don't care. And then for William Barr to say this on the side, saying in the midst of committing a felony, he was in the midst of committing a felony, and he was armed. A knife? What was he going to do to somebody? He had it in his car. My father carries a blade all the time on him. My father's almost 70 years old. And that's because they be messing with old people. He will bring it for their protection or to cut something of something when it is something sharp. Not to harm anybody. This administration, time and time again, sends so much dog whistles. Like, people have to tell you in like 18 million languages to let them know that they're racist. Versus Joe Biden, who sat with the family, talk to Jacob Blake on the phone. Dr. Biden talked to the mother. They said prayers with one another, and the mother says she's praying for Jacob's recovery and he gets justice and the cop. That's big. That's how you know she's a God-sent woman versus these quote-unquote evangelicals who praise a woman abuser, a rapist, a sexual assaulter inside the People's White House who is racist. So I said this to people in November. It's either you go for someone that's moral, who will not restore order, but who will make his White House look like the country and set policies to help people and to give people their fair chance on getting themselves off the bootstraps, or to help people to get up for where they are, or a racist, bigoted con man. 2-bit con man at that. Pick your poison, America. I can't say pick your poison. Pick either moral or poison. Good versus evil. Choose wisely. Now I want to get into this I really have to talk about this shit because I'm just furious. I am just going to read this medium to you, and it's sickening. It really makes me angry that I have to freaking read this crap, but I'm going to read it anyway. So when I find this article from this guy named Philip, where is it? Because I have to read this. Hey, how you doing? How's everything in British Columbia? I see that you guys are mostly safe, more safer than we are. Shit. Because our asses ain't safe. I can tell you that shit right now. That's all I'm saying. But I'm going to read this Medium post because I just can't. So Jessica Krug is a white woman from Kansas who pretended to be black for most of her professional career. So I'm just going to read some of this. And then I'll come up with my take on this. For the better part of my life, every move I've made, every relationship I've formed has been rooted in the napalm toxic soils of lies. Not just any lie. To an escalating degree over my adult life, I've inscrewed my lived experience as a white Jewish child in suburban Kansas City. She's from Kansas City, Missouri. Sorry. Under various assumed identities with a blackness that I had no right to claim. First, North American blackness. Then U.S. rooted blackness. Then Caribbean root Bronx blackness. I have not only claimed these identities as my own when I have absolutely no right to do so. When doing so is the very epitome of violence, of thievery and appropriation of the Madrid ways in which non-black people continue to use as abuse to black identities and culture. But I have formed intimate relationships with loving, compassionate people who have trusted and cared for me when I deserve neither trust nor caring. People have fought together with me and have fought for me, and my continued appropriation of a black Caribbean identity is not only in the starkest terms wrong, unethical, immoral, and anti-black colonial, but it means that every step I've taken have gaslighted those whom I love. Intention never matters more than impact. To say that I clearly have been battling some unaddressed mental health demons for my life, as both as a child and adult, obviously. Mental health issues likely explain why I assume a false identity initially as a youth, and why I continue and develop for so long. The mental health professionals from whom I have been so repeatedly seeking help assure me that this is a common response to someone of a severe trauma that marked my childhood and teen years. But mental health issues can never and will never explain for justify, neither condone or excuse, then in spite of the knowing and regularly critiquing and every non-black person who appropriates from black people. My false identity was crafted entirely from the fabric of black lives. Then I claim belonging with living people and ancestors to whom and for whom my being always a threat. Yeah, I'm still reading this. So, cause I'm about to come with the fire. You follow me, so I'm about to come with it. That of being always a threat as the best, as a death sentence at the worst. I am not a culture vulture. I am a culture leech. I have thought about ending these lies many times over many years, but my cowardness was always more powerful than ethics. I know right from wrong. I know history. I know power. I am a coward. I am a coward. There is no ignorance, no innocence. Yeah, I'm about to get there. Nothing to claim, nothing to defend. I have moved wrong in every way for years. I believe in restorative justice where possible, even when and where I don't know that what that means or what could work. I believe in accountability and I believe in cancel culture as necessary righteous tool for those with less structural power to wield against those with more power. I should absolutely be canceled. No, I don't write in passive voice because I have believed we must name power. So you should absolutely cancel me and I absolutely cancel myself. What does that mean? I don't know. Accountability works only when you're in community with people. How can I be in any type of meaningful community with those who I have so long harmfully and horrifically deceived for so long? I believe I don't believe, I don't believe that any anti-black life was inherited value. I'm sorry. Glasses. Ugh. I don't know what to build from here. I don't know what it's possible to repair. Yeah, I'm getting into that. I just want to read the rest of this because I'm going to go in. I don't know what is possible to repair a single relationship I have with another person, living or dead. I don't believe I don't deserve the grace of kindness to do so. My politics are as they have ever been, and those politics condemn me in the loudest and most unyielding terms. I have built my life on violent anti-black lie, and I have lied in every breath I've taken. Shit is too long. There's no words in any language to express the depth of my remorse, but then again, there should be. Words are never the point. And I'm just going to end this because there's a lot of bullshit in this. There is no way for me to satisfactorily end this statement. There isn't a confession. It isn't a public relations move. It isn't, and it damn sure isn't a shield. It's the truth, though. So here we go. It's going to be a lot of F-bombs. So if you don't like the cursing, I suggest people get off. Because I'm going to go in. The fucking nerve of this fucking privileged white bitch. And I say this candidly. And I have nothing against white people. I have nothing against people of all American creed. But what I have a fucking problem with is posing as people, my ancestors, that we have fought for so long just to get ahead in life. Black people, especially black women, are still underpaid. 81 cents of the motherfucking dollar. And you motherfucking think it's okay to pose as a black person just to get ahead in your fucking career? Faking to be a West Indian woman? And I have a lot of West Indian friends, not just from Jamaica, from Trinidad, St. Vincent, Grenada. My brother-in-law is from Grenada. So you insulted the whole Bronx Caribbean community, and you don't even know how people in the Bronx sound like. You're from fucking Kansas City. Suburban ass fucking Kansas City. So that's one. Two, it's okay to study black culture. I have no problem. Study it all you want to. My problem is you posing as a black person, and you probably said the fucking N-word, you dumb bitch. That you probably did. You motherfucking did. And I have no motherfucking sympathy for Jeff. I don't have a motherfucking sympathy for a motherfucker, okay? I fucking don't at this fucking point. Because you're posing as a motherfucking black person. And it's not just women like her. It's women like Rachel and even motherfucking Sean King. I read some of your history talking about, oh, there was a light-skinned black man claiming to your blackness. Motherfucker, you're white. I know biracial people. And biracial people are insulted by your fucking ass too, Sean. Okay? Stop using black race to get ahead. Stop the culture misappropriation. That goes for Adele too. You gotta wear Jamaican bathing suit? For why? For why? Can you just show up with some braids? You can show up with little braids in the back, but Bantu knots in a Jamaican bathing suit? Really? Bantu knots? You call him Martin Luther King, I call his ass Malcolm X or just motherfucker. Because that little bitch ass motherfucker blocked me. Which I don't give a fuck anyway, because you're a non-factor ass motherfucker anyway. You're nothing influential. All you do is motherfucking grift. You grift off of Chadwick Boseman's death. If I was his wife, I would probably curse your ass out and then come up to your hood and probably smack the dog shit out of you because you're capitalizing on my husband's death. But I'm so fucking tired of you. I'm so fucking tired. I would have thought 2020 we had to deal with this fucking shit. It's bad enough we gotta deal with COVID-19, the deaths of George Floyd, the shooting of Jacob Blake, the death of Breonna Taylor. We still have not solved that shit yet. Okay? And I have to motherfucking read about Jessica's ass apologizing for cultural misappropriation when you try to fake to be black people and fake that these ancestors are. What ancestors you try to fake? What is it? Frederick Douglass? Because, bitch, if you did, we would have a motherfucking problem. And I'm pretty sure your little fucking raggedy ass, trailer park ass, you should be from the trailer park because you're white trash. I'm pretty sure white people are embarrassed by you for trying to pose as a black person. I'm pretty sure the Jewish community written your ass off trying to pose as a black person. Why? Why? I don't want your fucking sympathy. And bitch, you're right. I am canceling you. I'm canceling people that try to fake a culture that they're not just only a part of, but try to pose as somebody that you're not. And I will cancel black people for doing the same shit too. Trust and believe. I'll do that shit too. I don't play that shit. Be you. Be the real you. Stop posing. Stop the fucking shit. Motherfucking stop. Cut the shit, as I said in my post, and my two posts, one earlier today and one this evening. Cut the fucking shit. I'm tired. I'm tired. Tired. And I'm going to leave it as that. These fucking colonizers. But as I end this tonight, as y'all saw in my post, I have returned to school. So I am not going to be doing live streams on a daily basis that often because I am focusing on school. I may do this on a daily basis, but not particularly Instagram lives because I do have to focus on school and I possibly be working again. So I'll be booked and busy. And so if you want more content, you can follow me on Twitter or you can look on my YouTube page, which is Chantay Berry. But until then, sorry for the F-bombs, but I had to let that shit out. And you have a good night. See you tomorrow. You're welcome.